It's been a while, but I'm happy to be back on this one. Hard to believe this started as a Kickstarter campaign. Or I guess a Kickstarter fundraiser, like they call it. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, this. I didn't even know this game existed before. Alright, awesome, it started. Well, should I do my catchphrase? I'm gonna go ahead and do it by catchphrase. We officially started the marathon. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. This is actually a walkthrough. So, welcome back to part 3 of Torment Tides of Numenera walkthrough. Let's get questing, shall we? Alright. About 6-1. Wait, 6-1. Well, technically, yeah, I did a test drive. Yeah, I mean, I did a test drive in between streaming, and before I could get back to the actual part 3, and I actually did a test footage. Alright, we're officially in it. Thank you, PS5 hardware. Alright, so guys, hopefully, fingers crossed, finger crossed, and if I don't get tired, today is the day, hopefully, that we're going to focus on finishing the TS and Tango section. Excluding the live stream, since that's going to just be another day. But still, I hope, optimistically, this is. I tried to actually start this earlier in the day, but either I got busy or I was falling asleep. So, and that's completely okay, because these are either games I own PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium that came to it either last year pretty early, or games I personally own. And this is one of the games I personally own, because I know this was on Extra Premium at one point, like just a digital copy, but after a certain amount of time, they were like, nope, we're gonna take this away. Kind of like the Pillars of Eternity. I was about to say Externity, but no, Pillars of Eternity. They took away that, and I enjoyed the crap out of the first one, and they took it away. And then when I was about to play Pillars of Eternity 2, they took that away. Man, PlayStation or Sony just doesn't like Pillars of Eternity. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I guess because Dungeons and Dragons type of games, they just don't sell. And of course, on my radar is Planescape Torment. If it does come to Extra and Premium, you best believe I'm going to do it. Because, why? Because I'm a nerd. And I enjoy RPG Fanatic, as I have said throughout my videos, and also I like Dungeons and Dragons type of scenarios, so of course I'm freaking doing it. Whether it's sci-fi, medieval, or anything involving Dungeons and Dragons. Even a detective RPG, that's why I freaking like Disco Elysium, of course. I'm on it, very much so. Okay, so as we last left off, because I know it's been years since you guys, kept up with this one, and you have seen no activity, this obelisk right there, that thing freaking killed me. It was a dick. So, let's move on. And of course, guys, you can leave that like, comment, or subscribe. What is your favorite type of Dungeons and Dragons? I mean, can we count Diablo that? I think, strictly speaking, Planescape Torment, the original Baldur's Gate, this game, yeah, there are specific ones. And I think they're still relevant to this day, Dungeons and Dragons type of games like this, but compared to AAA titles, I don't think it'll actually get, like, legit sales, unfortunately. I feel like it's a great blast to the past, but it won't hold anybody's interest if you don't play these type of games, which is completely understandable. Alright, and this is also another title that I will actually be doing reading, because it's more strictly the main character. So, if it's not in quotation, then I'll read it. But if it is in quotation, I will let your imagination run wild and think of how the character does sound, because we did hear these two characters speak before, but it was briefly. This is strictly me reading, and that kind of sums it up. So, let's begin. I actually have played the sequence in between streaming before, so I know what to expect. Well, that type of music means bad guy alert. At least it's not like anxiety-inducing like Metal Gear Solid, but hey, I guess it's supposed to be intimidating. So, as you step onto what looks like the back of an enormous construct, 4 strangers approach you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean the cutscene played. I didn't know 4 strangers approached me. Did I save? I feel like I did save. Wait, can I save in between cutscene? Nope, I cannot. I cannot. In the lead is a weary man with parallel scars running from cheek to collarbone on the left side of his face. He gives you a welcoming smile. That means he's about to kill me. People who are trying to kill people give a welcoming smile. You know how it is. Pulling on gray gloves embedded with pulsing lights. He's about to say something to you when he noticed it. Cali stage. I feel like it's pronounced Cali stage. Maybe, if you pretty much replace the E with the A. The first E, I mean. Anyway. Alright, and pretty much this is where your imagination. His eyes travel up and down, both you and Allegern. Ah, okay, so he knows, Cali stage. Good to know. Let's talk to the mage girl. Let's see what her opinion is. Okay. Like 2 crowds, like people died, or like crowds, like he was inappropriate to you. I get the feeling that he tortured people and he was just not a likable person. You know, the fact that there are 4 of these people here and it seems like this is an ambush. Just saying, Cali stage, it seems like his 2 crowds for his taste is pretty in line with what his character arc is. She means that, hero. Okay. I can't wait to cover Baldur's Gate. That's going to be interesting. Either that will be something that will come to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium. I hope it does. If not, then that'll be still cool to cover that. I would like to cover Baldur's Gate in terms of my playlist and all that. Alright. I bet you wouldn't like this because, you know, 4 against 3, that just seems kinda, Allegern hisses in your ear, but loud enough that Cali stage could hear too. Yeah, I think so. She gives Allegern a venomous smile. She whispers, I'm gonna just ask her directly. What do you want? Well, yeah, I mean, I imagine I am a new face, just being in this world, and my type of clothing, something that looks like sci-fi. I can't remember the storyline in this one. I think I'm an incarnation of some person, and it's like in, well, this is a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment, but I am an incarnation of their god in their world. Like, their god shed their skin, if I remember right. It's been years, so guys, don't quote me if I get it wrong, because it's been years. But this was one of the incarnations over time that they shed, and I was one of the incarnations. At least that's the thing. His smile disarming. Oh, oh, okay. His smile disarm. I would never guess him being obvious bad guy alert. Alright. Nice scars. How'd you get them? You wanna know how I got these scars? My father was a Chuka. Anyway. Oh, okay, he's throwing me. He says, his smile widening. Well, I mean, I'm curious about the scars. I was gonna say, why so, sir, son? Anyway. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you're a dick, but okay. So, what are the gloves for? Is it to help your boyfriends? Anyway. He does not elaborate. Oh, okay. Unwelcome but anticipated complication. Very vague. Thank you, Calistage. I think we kind of got that impression with 4 people kind of gaining up on 3 people. Calistage whispers in your ear again, even though her mouth is closed and she isn't looking at you. Yeah, I imagine he brought these clothes for this exact purpose, to assassinate or kill us. Kira says, apparently unaware of Calistage interruption. Where did the star land? I'm gonna be a face it. Where did this star land? Oh, noble travelers. I welcome that compliment. Oh, anyway. He winks. So, what interests you about this star? Kira says, clapping his gloved hands together. Okay. He spread his arm as if he's holding the sky and continues. Okay. I mean, I could, but we don't know how he exactly sounds. If we did, I would be... But, I don't know. I can't... My voice acting, I don't think is like to the caliber of certain people, so that's why I don't do it as much. But if there's no voice acting, yeah, I'll do some reading if I can. And this is one of them. And plus, I think the writing is pretty fantastic, so I don't mind reading at least the ones that are in kind of like dark gray or my character's dialogue. I think, and plus I want to get engaged in that. Alright. He pauses, then adds, yeah, clearly you're paid handsomely if you have 4 people and look like you're about to ambush us. Alright, so we can say, you're in my way, move, or I'll make you. Okay, I think we should play the deceiving end. I mean, we can tell him the truth, but he's still gonna engage us in the battle. I'm gonna deceive him. I know my character stats are probably not that high, but I feel like deceiving them. Ow. Alright, hold on. Do I want to tell him the truth? Okay, so to convince the guy... Oh, and that's the whole bit. Oh, okay, that's clever. So, in order to deceive or to persuade people to piss off and do what you want, it depends on the ability points. And so, the more ability points you spend, the more likely you can convince them to, hey, shut the hell up, I am pretty much not the star, and piss off. Alright, so let's deceive them and increase the stats. Alright, final difficulty level 20% until I freaking increase it. So, now it's at 60%, and I can't increase it anymore because it'll only allow me to do 2 ability points. So the base difficulty level, last cast off modifiers, Kiro doesn't suspect you're the star, plus 15%. Kiro is very irritated with you, not, okay, negative 30%. Level of effect, or level of effort, is 2, plus 40%, total modifiers. The total cost is 2 intellect. I mean, I do get the intellect and my other attributes back, right? If I decide to use it in these conversations and say, hey, yeah, you need to go right there to pretty much Nopesville before you get real hurt. Or, hey, no, they were over there. Alright, so I'm gonna pretty much do that. So what happens if I do with these characters? Ah, okay. Final difficulty level is 8%. Alright, Calistate. This guy is pretty good. Hers is pretty good, but 70%. Alright, so we have a highly likelihood of doing this if we do 80%, so... he's cagey, so let's do it for 80%. Be very successful. 3 intellect. It'll just cost him that, and we will have to use it for him. All right, I'm game. Let's do it. 80%. That seems pretty good. I think it freaking worked. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 takes that approach too, and that's why people love it. The whole kind of like shake the dice and say, "Oh, my luck is pretty good." Hey, no, I totally disagree with that. And you're gonna pretty much give me all your coins. Why would I do that? Because I'm handsome, I'm charming, and you know, I'm the main freaking character. All right, so Cure studies you for a long moment before sign. He says, "Oh, you know, this actually kind of went different from the first time I played it. You know, if I realized that increasing it to 80% or 100%, well, that's kind of like standard Western slash really Western RPG, but a little bit of JRPG too, but it's mostly Western RPGs. The higher percentage, the more you tell people to pretty much, screw you, let me do my thing. Oh, okay, he's actually legit. Yep, I'm legit. Piss off, bro. And we gained 25p. It was a sacrifice we were willing to make. Sorry, Algern, but you had intellect to spare. Yeah, I'm very excited to Baldur's Gate 3. I seen the RPG mechanics, it's fantastic on this one. Yeah, last time I got in the fight, so they just actually believed me, and yeah. I know. Yeah. No, they weren't ambushing anyway. No, it wasn't Callous Stage. I got that impression they just did that. So, they saw me fall from the sky and came to investigate. I mean, that's naturally what they would do if an employer paid them like, hey, there's a star that fell from the sky. Go investigate. Okay, how much are you willing to pay? I'm willing to pay you this much. Actually, that's pretty legit. Okay, man, let's go. Oh, and I almost tripped. Haha. That was not a part of the ad-lib script, anyway. No, Callous Stage didn't seem like she sold us out. I think it was more of employers. No, I don't think she did, but Algern, I just get the impression he didn't trust her when he went with her. I can't disagree with either one of them, both for making valid points. I mean, it is kind of convenient that Callous Stage, former employee or former colleague, decides to just come over here, outnumber us, they're armed to the teeth, and expect us to be like, hey, no, we are the star, we're good. Wait. I mean, he's not wrong. Ooh, half of it, dissed him. Ooh. He throws up a hand, forestalling Callous Stage's retort. Okay, so I don't agree with both of you guys. I think Callous Stage didn't sell us out, but you never know. But from the, I guess, 2 hours I've spent with her in the previous video, you know, it's going to be interesting looking back at this video because it's 4K now, compared to the 2 videos I did before that's going to be 720. So yeah, I mean, for pretty much the new or returning viewer or subscribers, let's face it, you're going to probably look at this in 1080p, or unless you are in 4K and this is just background noise, this is going to probably be in 4K. Did I address you in front of the video? Yes, I did. And let's face it, you guys are going to put this in 1080p if you're on the phone working, or put this in the background noise. Unless you're in office, you will be able to. But if you're not in office, then you're going to play this in the background, and then be like, oh, look it up. Oh, okay, yeah, he's talking. But if you basically are a returning subscriber and you stuck with me to the beginning, you're going to pay attention to every word I say. That's the whole point of this, isn't it? Anyway, he turns to you. Okay, so you're really going to walk away from each other. over this bullshit. Anyway, I know that's not what he said, but I just wanted to add a little flavor to it. Okay. Wow, called her a backstabbing bitch for... I mean, there's no really reason to call a woman a bitch at all. There's no reason at all. Most people might disagree with me, but no, there's no reason to call her a bitch. But my mind goes to, what did she do to you before this journey of finding me? She turns to you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I have to kind of convince these two. After we successfully avoid a fight, I have to literally go through these two people. Okay, so I can say, I'll go with Algard. Or number 2, I'd rather travel Calistage. Number 3, why can't I travel with both of you? And you guys not being dumbasses, can you just work it out like a married couple? I'll be fine on my own. I don't want to travel with either of you. I'm just gonna say, why can I travel with both of you? Because I need part of... First rule, actually, there's a lot of rules in RPG, but one rule, we'll just say. Travel with companions as much as you can. They add a sense of... They always add fun, and they make your quest interesting. But along with that, having part of companions and fight is essential. She burst out laughing. Okay. Oh my gosh, I actually have to pick one. His face darkens under accusations, but he managed his pain smile. Okay. Well, guys, this is going to be one of the instances because I want to see where it goes. And I'm an RPG fanatic, so if there was an option A, an option B, and also an option C, I'm going to take all 3 paths because I want to see how the game dramatically changes. I don't know why I can't just travel with both, but that's the whole point. Some people are just not going to straight up get along. Some people are going to either hate each other just because of previous past observations they've made and they just don't trust them, or something else. Alright, so I have a choice. Travel with Algard, pretty much a old man who's tough as nails. Calistage, the mage, who Algard is saying that she is basically a backstabbing bitch, but yeah, she doesn't seem like she's a bad guy. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, too. So, guys, I'm gonna say number 3 and say, screw both of you guys, I'll just travel on my own. I am pretty much the main freaking protagonist here. It's not an isekai world. Not yet, at least. He shoots a look fraught with meaning at Calistage. Ah, okay, so I have the option to recruit either one of you guys, and then we're gonna just be going through the whole mess. So, the point of having both of you guys in my party is pointless, because I'm gonna have to recruit one of you guys in the town anyway, in the underbelly that I'm heading to right now. That kind of defeats the freaking purpose, doesn't it? Oh, okay, so just throwing down, huh? Okay. Well, I'm sensing some major aggression with each other. I mean, it was pretty freaking obvious, right? So what did she do to him, and what did he do to her? Just that they just don't like each other from the get-go. Why did you guys travel together, then? I'm not a child. I look like an adult. Alright, so now that you dealt with Kiro and his goons, you can continue on to the city of Singis. Is it saying Sagas? Is it Sagas? I feel like it's Sagas Cliffs. To reach the city, cross the bridge at the north end of the platform. Sounds cool. Let's interact with it. Ah, okay. Well, I guess it's me, myself, and I for now. For now. There is a shallow depression in the surface here. Like many others scattered around the construct, unlike the others, energy still pulses across this one at random intervals. A slight yet implacable, or a slight yet wait, is that implaceable? Not implaceable. Implicable? I feel like I'm mispronouncing it. Anyway, sense of unease emanates with each wave of the energy. There's a lost lens at the center of the depression. You think you could redirect the psychic effects somewhere more useful, but it'll be tongue-tied today. But it'll be tricky to get to it in between the energy pulses. Without any antagonist to aim it towards, the device doesn't serve any obvious purpose. I actually have done the combat. It's not the best, I will admit that one. The strange lines and rippling forms of the sunken buildings are dramatically different from the architecture above the waterline. Yeah, I heard in terms of the reviews, like from professional game critics, as we can say, or just from people who actually have played this game, which I'm doing right now, the battle system is terrible. And you are more, it's more beneficial to talk to people, persuade them, or to kind of like say, piss off, I'm stronger than you, and if you I am not the one. If you fight with me, we're throwing hands and you're gonna pretty much regret every decision. So they say that fighting in this one is not great, and it's time consuming, and you can see that when you're doing the battles. But when you actually convince people to kind of take your stance, political, emotional, and the list goes on, then it's freaking amazing. And that was pretty amazing, I had to admit. Was it tense? Yeah, it was kind of tense, but not like extremely tense, but it was cool to strategize talking with people and be like, okay, how can I get out of this sticky situation, since I actually have the option. Okay, Cobalt. Okay. Cobalt. No, it's not Cobalt. Well, anyway. Cobalt. Petals fall over a short metal stem. Calcified minerals holds the ancient weapon close. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Okay, spherical head hangs loosely from this statue. A single metal fiber holds it in place. Go!
Alright.
Okay, so a lampic green fluid drips... Oh! A lampic green fluid drips from the end of the device nozzle and hisses angrily on the metal surface beneath. Without any antagonist to aim it towards, the device does not serve any purpose. Yeah. Man, I am tongue-tied. I was trying to say tongue-tied, but I mean, when you've been streaming pretty much as long as I have, you're bound to get tongue-tied. I can honestly tell you that. Okay, sickly green crust gapes over the numerous cracks and looks like devots in this turret. Alright, so this is where the separate saves come into play. So we'll call slot 2 Route A. That means me, myself, and I actually get party members who do not want to fight with each other. There is actually voice acting in this game. And also, this kind of lets me know, hey. So, because of that, let's actually load again. And as we load again, I'm curious about the dialogue choices, because guys, I'm RPG fanatic, so I want to see how another scenario goes if I made this certain such choice. So let's load. I think both party members are convinced to not side with the other, so if I take, let's just say, Algern, if I agree with him, I'll go with him, and that's pretty much it. So let's keep going over here. Alright, so this will be Route B, so I'm gonna pretty much go with Algern. And luckily, this is going to be pretty fast in terms of the dialogue because I know what happens, so I don't have to read this. That's the beauty of RPG Fanatic. Or that's the beauty of Western RPGs. You can reload your save and experience the moment and make a completely different choice that either you don't really... It's because of curiosity, and this one's got my curiosity anyway. Alright, so going through this. I'm gonna just say, hey, may we pass this time? Of course, there's a question for a question. So, nice scars. And then we do the same thing. Okay. Alright, so let's deceive. And we have a chances with him having 8%, so that's why it worked this time, because we played this sequence before. He coughs, blushing, then continues. We didn't threaten him, we just actually used rational thinking and told him to piss off. Oh, wait, the dominant times and something about legacy. It said it briefly, what the heck? That's what I think, Alagurn. He points discreetly at Calistage. Yep, oh, we read that. And I know you guys probably paused this and read this too, or you pretty much going with the speed I'm doing, because pretty much Route A, I've already experienced this moment, that's why I'm kind of speed dialoguing. Okay, Alagurn, I don't think she's... Okay, Alagurn, I don't really think she was trying to portray us. He snorts bitter ladder. Alright, what paranoid. Why can I not travel with both of you guys? Okay, well if I have to pick, this is now Route B, I'll go with Alagurn.
As you wish. Should you change your mind, I'll be at the order of truth. But don't bring the complainer. A farewell to you, child, and best of luck. You'll need it.
Okay, well there's the voice acting. I didn't actually have to talk. I kind of wish the voice acting was consistent, but the writing is already sharp and fantastic as it is, so when the voice acting does show up, it's a welcome delight, but when it doesn't show up, it's okay too. I mean, you have imagination, if there's no voice acting. He gestures towards the stair. And obviously this is Route B. So, not here. We don't want to override Route A. You guys might find that annoying that I'm kind of repeating the same dialogue of what I'm doing, basically, but there's a difference. I'm speed dialoguing, so you don't have to actually hear me say the dialogue, and also, you probably did already speak Lens as you're looking from your smartphone, tablet, or whatever device you're using at the moment, to be like, oh, okay, he's past his moment. What noise is he gonna do now? Well, my dear subscriber or viewer, this is Route C. And that is why I like RPGs. Just the multitude of different choices, it's freaking awesome. Alright, so now it's Route C, just to do that. And plus, I like that you can just reload to save multiple times of different dialogue choices you're going to do. Because it's freaking awesome. Obviously, I have more energy, so that's why I'm talking more usual. Otherwise, I'd be pretty much asleep and be like, wait, I'm supposed to do a walkthrough. Alright, so this one we don't have to do real quick. Okay, we'll talk this time. Her lips close tightly, or her lips close thinly. He turns to you. And I'll just do this because... Da-da-da. Okay. Alright, and now we're going to deceive once again. And he doesn't believe it, so we have to go with the 80% because Algar will actually give us more of that. So, increase the intellect. And voila, we convinced you again for the third exact time. Okay, and you guys already know the dialogue. And I'm going to say something else. But Calistage, it was a little convenient. It was a little convenient. He gestures at Calistage with his tattoo cover arm. Man, he really does not like her. And then I say, guys, can we all just get along? Alright, I'd rather travel with Calistage. Wait! Algar, you don't talk. Unlike Calistage in Route B, she actually did talk, but you don't talk in yours. Okay, I guess no dialogue for him. That's different. I mean, it's not a big deal, but still. Alright, well, this is gonna be Route C. Okay, so now we have three different saves. Route A, Route B, Route C. So, of course, obviously, you'll know the difference, and this is for my sake too, so when I look at this, I'm like, oh, okay, right, this is where I told everybody to just say, how about I screw both factions by saying, piss off for both of you guys, and I'll just do this journey myself, since you guys just want to fight like cats and dogs. Otherwise, the other one is like, okay, I agree with Algar, I'm gonna go with him, so I'm not screwing with you, Calistage. Well, fine, you know where to find me, if basically you can not deal with this complainer. And then the other one is, hey, Algar, I think she has a point. She didn't actually try to sell it up. I'm gonna roll with her now. And he's like, well, this backstabbing bitch is gonna kill you in the future, so good luck with that. And that kind of sums it up. Alright, so doing this one more time, because I'm curious of what happens if we say the truth. It's gonna be a fight. I can honestly tell you guys that. I mean, Calistage, we probably could have used her. This has actually been a delight. You guys have no idea how fun this is. Or if you have played Torment, Tides of Numenera, then absolutely, you guys would have a blast. If you are really one of those, not old school gamers, or let's just put it this way. If you're one of those old school gamers who play Planescape Torment, or you're one of those new gamers who actually has a fascination and likes Dungeons and Dragons and RPG stuff like this, then you're going to have a blast. If you're not, then yeah, you will probably find something else to do. Alright. May we pass. Alright, next card. Blah blah blah. Yeah, guys, pretty much keep up with my Route A, and then you'll actually see the dialogue, like the original way of how I approach the situation. Anyway. Cool. Alright, so this time, I won't say this one. This is just like a Route D in a sense. I fell from the sky. There was no star. Ah, and there's that notification again. Ah, okay. So, if I answer truthfully, he's just trying to kill me. Silver tie raise a tiny amount. He holds a finger. I don't like that option. I'm going to say hard pass on option 1. Oh, okay. Experimentation and dissection. I don't like that at all. No, 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 sir. How about piss off? Yeah, shitbird. I don't think it is pretty much. It's not pretty because I'm going to be dissected and experimented by people who's going to be invading my personal space in more ways than one. He holds up the second finger. Oh, okay, so you are... He winks at Cal stage. He whirls on Cal stage, his face fear... Okay, he whirls on Cal stage, his face tight with fury. She sighs in aspiration. She says to Cora. Alright. Kuro clenches his glove fist, and a soft whistle pierces through the air. Fine, wait, am I actually gonna surrender? I mean, I could just pretty much... Fine, I surrender. She hisses. Okay, so, Route D. Well, it's because I want to see where this goes. Not the dissection and experimentation. I can probably get away. The game won't just probably end, just because I'm saying that. I don't want anyone risking their life for me. Kuro strolls towards you, all smiles. Yeah, because it was either that or die. Before you can react, he slams his elbow in your face, you see a blinding light, then darkness. The game is over, isn't it? Wait, the game's not over. Oh my gosh, the game continues. I thought that was a immediate game over. What the heck? I did not know this. This is... Oh my gosh. A Route D? You float beneath, okay, you float beneath a nauseous tide of darkness. Okay, and indistinctive sounds drift by you like giant fish. Slowly, you ride towards consciousness and the sounds string themselves together into words. A woman's voice, arch and scornful. Hey, Calostage, why are you with the bad guys? So, is Alagern, was he right? Was he right about the backstabbing beach? Because this kinda doesn't look fondly, this doesn't favor you if you're with the bad guys. I don't know, Jew, I take that personally when you elbowed me. Hope I get to kill you. Soon. The woman says. Oh, okay, so I have the option to knock Goro down. Red tie raised a small amount. I think it's more than fair. I mean, guy elbowed me, so I returned the favor to him. Grimacing, you lash out, kicking Goro's legs from under him. He topples he topples onto his back with a startled squall. I mean, dude, when you elbow me and I go into a blinding light of basically passing out, then of course, dude, I'm going to return the favor. The woman says. You rise, struggling to focus on her. Well, that was beneath me. Oh, I'm sorry. When a guy Or it could have been a guy or a girl. When someone freaking elbows me, I'm not gonna hit a girl back unless, you know, my character was a girl, then fair game. But if it's another guy who elbows me, I'm gonna return the favor because A, you pissed me off by elbowing me into basically knocking out and passed out from elbowing me, and two, you're a dick. Well, anyway, Sally mirrors ours her photo, and she's distinctly unamused. Well, it's on beneath me. Well, piss off then. She says, glaring at you. Yeah, well, different instructions of him elbowing me could have been very crystal clear. Do not insult the star. Talk to him. See if he goes without a fight. And do not elbow him. I repeat, do not elbow him and you'll be paid extra. But if you elbow him, then your pay is forfeit and you're going to be pretty much fired. She raises an eyebrow. Alright. 10 years. Huh. I mean, I could lie. I mean a lot of people. Can you remind me how we know each other? She arches an eyebrow. This was apparently exactly the wrong thing to say. You have a scar on your... Wait, on my left buttock? She says. That's awfully specific. Did we bang? Did we have sex? She trails off, studying your face. Smile blooms. Okay. Her smile is genuine and somewhat sad. Unlike Oro, who elbowed me. That's why I returned the favor. Her eyes linger on yours, as if it was looking at a flash of recognition. Sure, stranger. I kind of want to do more, but 47 minutes. That was actually very much intriguing. This has been intriguing. I was not expecting that for Route D, but guys, I actually want to man, I have been having a blast with this so far. But I want to stop here because I want to do commitment on this one. So next time we'll come back to this point, and for Route D, just because it's completely different, and I didn't know there was going to be extra cutscene because this was. You don't want to know the choice I made? I pretty much battled Aura before because I wanted to test out the battle system. I was not disappointed, but it wasn't, like, intriguing. So, as a result, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can talk the choice out, or, like, talk this out, and see if he agrees with me. And he did, and then that was it. So, yeah, we'll come back to this one in Route D, and we're going to make this walkthrough very interesting. So there's a Route A, Route B, C, and now there's a D, apparently. And there's probably an E. Because there are other multiple choices I can make in this situation too. So I'm not going to save this one. But we'll come back to Route D. But we'll just come straight to this moment. And that kind of sums it up. Very, very interesting. Or, to make it also interesting, we go back to Route A, and then we come back to B, and then C, and then we come back to D. Yeah, I just have so many ideas. Very, very interesting ideas when it comes to Torment Tides of Numenera. So, of course, you can leave that like, comment, or subscribe. What's your favorite Dungeons and Dragon? That's my pretty much main question of this video. What's your favorite Dungeon and Dragon? Is it Baldur's Gate 3? Is that Dungeon and Dragon? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, let's move on to the next clip.